child. Bae Squad. It's not gonna be a long live. My hair is everywhere. It's not gonna be a long live. And I want the girlies who said I was gonna take my braids out in 2 weeks. I need y'all to come to the front. Come to the front. I looked at the date when I got my braids done, and I've had them in for a long time. Y'all would be so proud of me. So proud. Because normally, they would be out in 2 weeks. But I'm showing y'all I'm better. I'm back and I'm better. I'm back and I'm better. Child, we gotta talk about the good Christians. The Christians have gone wild, okay? Because I don't know what's going on with the good Christians. Baby, y'all gotta tell me what's up. What is going on in these prayer meetings and stuff like that? Because, baby, what? I saw what the Juice Talk Radio put out there. I agree with her. I agreed with the panel. I agreed with her earlier. She was really breaking it down. You know, y'all be ready to cut somebody like me out until y'all get a real good Christian woman who's deep in the word to tell y'all, she broke it down piece by piece. So shout out to the Juice Talk Radio, because I really wanted to hear somebody's opinion. Now, Auntie Sinitra, when you go live, I want to hear your thoughts on Miss Paula White and Mr. Marvin Sapp, because what is, y'all see I'm talking to my good Christian women. Because, baby, did Wiley speak on this? I'm going to have to go look. Somebody asked me about Wiley the other day, and I said, I haven't seen him go live, but that doesn't mean he's not live. I pray he's okay, because he's been coming to all of our minds, honestly and truly. You know? I don't view him as an op, so, you know. Baby, when he said close the doors, close the door, tell me what you waiting for. Baby, it was giving... I got so much love to give. Baby, if y'all close the doors on me and we in church, I'm calling the police. Because what? I don't know. It was a lot going on. Then you got Miss Paula White, honey, saying you got to sow a seed to get a blessing. I don't know what type of pastoring they doing in these with these spiritual evangelists, and I don't know what's going on, but y'all opened up my eyes. Y'all see, I said I taped that video. If you haven't seen it, it's up. It's an upload. It's rather short. I said I would like to know the context. Marvin said he has the context for us, so here we are. We gotta talk about Bozoma, St. James, like Bozoma from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Baby, the girls are dog walking her. And I saw Watch What Happens Live. And even though I have not been tuning into Beverly Hills, the show, I can tell you everything that they were saying on the Twitter, I don't know, I agree. I like Bozoma. I've been watching Beverly Hills, but I haven't been reviewing it. Y'all know we don't do reviews anymore. I gotta be real motivated to do a review. And we were good at it too. But Bozoma is getting dragged. I said, not y'all dragging Bozoma. Boss, why are y'all dragging Boss? I see why. And a lot of y'all are like, she's the type of black woman that be in the corporate office. They did not lie. They did not lie. I say there's 7 types of black corporate women. She's the #1 archetype. I will say that. But we're going to get into that. And we got to talk about Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion is winning against our good colleague, Milagro Grams, honey. The girls can't seem to catch a break. I don't know why y'all want to fight with Meg the Stallion. I told y'all there's something in that blood, in that lineage. When she came out that snake's mouth and she did that turn with the ropes, and it was a symbolism to the veins of the blood and whatnot, y'all should have known Sis was extremely tapped in. When she was looking at herself in the reflection of the mirrors, she was mirroring herself. I told y'all then, y'all didn't want to listen to me. I said the transference of energy is impeccable. Some of y'all need to go to the school of Meg the Stallion. Because it's clear all the girlies who went to the school of Meg the Stallion, Glorilla, transforming like butterflies. You see Lotta was doing better, transforming like butterflies. Let me find out. Y'all not ready for it. But we gonna keep it cute. Did I tell y'all I went to the movies today? I don't know. But hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl Brooke Bright going live with the Bree Talk and Bays Squad. We gotta talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? How you can like this video is by double tapping your screen if you have those capabilities. If you do not, you can hit those three dots right there. Bow, bow, bow. And in those three dots, you can not only thumbs up this video, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can share this video out amongst all of the Bays Squad and the hating hoes in the back. Because, you know, without them, we would not be possible. Yes. So hitting those three dots right there is how you can engage with the video, interact with this live stream, because, you know, we not wet. That being said, I hope y'all are having a beautiful Thursday. Y'all know we share a old school video on Thursday, so we're gonna be doing that. TJ, who are you hiding? Oh, you don't have to hide them, just time them out, baby. Just time them out. Look, do not put any cuss or trigger words in the chat. My mods are not playing. Hey, Be Real. Hey, AT. How y'all doing? Yes. Ooh. I see you, TJ. I thought they stopped this type of behavior years ago. Just pandering in these times for a check. Oh, 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 oh my goodness. We're not talking about sex, so please don't talk about sex in the chats. Weird. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, so Garcelle is leaving the show. She has left. And I saw where Andy Cohen, see, let's start with Boz, because Bozoma is the trending topic. So Bozoma went on Watch What Happens Live. She allowed for Erica Jane, and this is my opinion. If y'all feel differently, that's fine. But I'm telling y'all my opinion. She allowed for Erica James, from my eyes to watching it, to not only dog walk Garcelle, but use colloquialisms she wouldn't use on a regular. And y'all might be like, Bree, where are you coming from? I watched Beverly Hills when Erica Jane first got up there. She would get snappy, she would get snippy, she would get you together, because, you know, I think she's from the South too. But the fact that she's coming up here acting as if, with her poorness, as if owning a home in California is less than desirable is strange to me. I think she been had an issue with Garcelle, and she figured out since she didn't serve no prison time, she was in the clear. Now she's facing lawsuits. Baby, you need to figure out why they suing you for $24 million, because your husband, who was once a beloved person who helped all these victims, i.e. Aaron Brockovich, rings a bell, Tom Girardi, how he goes from this acclaimed man to a scumbag. Your husband, who you had to lay on your back to get that check. And I'm not mad at you, Erica, but making it seem as if I do like Erica. I got the Pretty Mess palette. I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. But it was just nasty to me. Am I going to be one of those people like it's black women versus white women? No, but I feel like Garcelle held up the mirror to their face about their transgressions that they normally get away with. And I've seen people saying Garcelle is a bully. The bully on the show is Kyle. The bully on the show is Kyle. The bully on the show is Kyle. The bully on the show is Kyle, because when her sister Miss Little House on the Prairie got a little too inebriated and Kim was doing a little too much. They took her off the show. I didn't forget when Kim said you stole her house. She's the real bully. You know, I always get shocked that y'all don't be knowing who the mean girls are of the show, the real mean girls. It reminds me of Married to Medicine when y'all be like, Dr. Heavenly is the real mean girl when it's really Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone is who y'all think Heavenly is. She just fights better verbally. But seeing Bo sit there and just play a hype man to Erica Jane, it told me everything I need to know. Was I entertained? Yes. I said when I was watching it, I said, oh my gosh, TJ, stop hiding people. Oh, I was about to say, don't hide them, just time them out. I said, Bozoma don't know that they're going to turn on her next because they can't stand. You know, it's one thing for them to be affluent. It's the fact that Bozoma doesn't know she has been used. She probably do know she's being used, but now she's not even going to be able to stand on her own 2 feet to fight them. Because when I found out Sutton brought her to the group, Sutton, nobody else, and she's besties with Dorit, poor ass Dorit. Oh, Bozoma. Oh, Boz. I had so much high hopes. And for the girlies who are gonna be like, what? Do the black women have to be friends? No, but you don't have to be someone's stepping fetching either. So the people are dragging Boz, and I say, yeah, she do act like the girls in corporate. And that's very spot on. Very spot on. She's one of those women who don't see nothing, who don't hear nothing, out for self. I don't know what the self is because she is successful. She do have the money, but it's like, you want to be friends? You want to be in the Foxy Five? For what? The only one who is wealthy over there in the Foxy Five is Kyle. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? Lisa Rinna, poor. Dorit, poor. Erica, poor. You know, why you want to hang out with the poor hoes? It's just strange to me. And Andy Cohen's pod he did today told me everything I need to know. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? What are y'all thoughts on that? I used to assist Erica Jane's hairdresser. She's jealous of Garcelle. Ooh, I can see that. The fact that she knew where her home was and say that ain't no feat, baby. Owning a home in America in this economy on your own as a single woman, crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Let me see. But okay, so we got that one out the way. Let's get into, a lot of y'all been sending me the stuff for Stephen A. Smith and LeBron. Let me just tell y'all, those men are going to be fighting until the end of time. And you know why? Because Stephen A. Smith got that money. They cut that check. They cut that check. LeBron needs to be mad at himself. You know, why are you checking somebody at your game? That's one. Two, him going on Pat's show. Child, it's to bring more views to the NBA because I don't know if y'all been noticing, the girls have not been paying attention. Let me say that one more time. The girls have not been paying attention. The people have not been interested. The interest has been on the collegiates, and the women's. And the women's. Because every time we turn around, the boys seem to be fighting about nothing. So I just think this is some type of ruse to get the viewers to tune in, especially knowing the stats of Bronny James. Let's be very clear. Is he a good player? Yes. Yes, but I feel he should have did an extra year in college or went to another team because he's not living up to the hype his daddy created. It's getting messy. And then Stephen A. Smith talking about he wasn't at the at the funeral for Kobe, and child, they know each other personally. So clearly he knows something we don't know. I don't know. But I'll play a little snippet for y'all, for those who keep sending it to me. I'm just not interested because I feel it's fake. I feel it's fake. I don't feel like it's real. I feel like this is a setup and a scheme by Todd to come to us with the bullshit. Okay? So here's what LeBron had to say. And y'all can go see what Stephen A. Smith have to say because, yeah. I was not.
Hey, legit, that feels like...
Yep.
Which leads, obviously, to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're watching it.
Yeah.
We're also...
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing it as well.
So this, he literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Hey, you would be not to talk about that.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, it's... And like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or
I don't believe him, but let's let him continue to talk.
Which leads, obviously, to you.
Criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it. Like, oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some.
I disagree. I feel like he was keeping it about the game, and I feel like he used what you said, LeBron, about what your son, Bronny, could do. I feel like, honestly, the younger son is the better player, just from what I've seen. I feel like when Cayenne gets into the league, he's going to be a monster. I mean, he's nasty. When Gilbert Arenas' son gets into the league, nasty, another monster. I think it's Kevin Garnett's son is coming up. Another one who's nasty. Like, I'm looking at these men whose sons are playing hell. The twins from Matt Barnes. Nasty. I mean, if we're talking about stats and whatnot, let's get to the stats. Let's get to what it needs to be. But for him to make it seem like it was a personal dig, saying your son sucks is not personal. You told the world your son is better than 90% of the league, and that turned out to be a lie. Men lie, women lie, the numbers don't lie. Please get these likes up. Please get these likes up, okay? But that's what started the rant from Stephen A. Smith. Y'all can go look at what he put. Let's move right along. So let's get into Meg. I'm gonna do Meg the Stallion last because we have the Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp and Paula White. So Paula White is Donald Trump's spiritual leader. Please get these likes up. We do not work for free. Okay. Baby, you know it's bad when People magazine says Garcelle shaded by Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-stars after quitting Bravo series. Really wish you stuck it out. Ooh. Not y'all being nasty. Speaking of nasty, did y'all hear about that former U.S. Attorney Jessica Abers? That whole story is so weird. Everybody has been saying it's been giving scandal. It's been giving scandal. I don't want to say it's not, but I don't know. It's giving scandal. Because what is going on? Let's get to Paula White. John Moran, okay. I really think it was because he called him out as a father. But Tasha, he's the reason his son is being dog walked. I would call him out as a father too. You said your son was better than the players in the league. Your son is not performing. When they was in the doing the summer league or whatever they was doing, he walked out because his son wasn't performing. So I guess whatever. I guess he wasn't holding up. But I will say this: it's hard being in somebody's shadows. That's why I said his son should have went to a team where he could flourish, where he could be his own man. And Stephen A. Smith said that too. But LeBron wants to be in his feelings because Stephen A. Smith got that contract. Let's be very clear. He's mad that the people cut him a check. What did he get? $230 million? And then Stephen A. Smith can use this to be like, look, the players are coming up to me at the game while I'm doing my job. That in itself is a lawsuit. LeBron is being sensitive because he knew whatever Stephen A. Smith said about him, it struck him to his heart. It struck him to his heart. It struck him to his heart, and that's what it is. Please get the likes up. Please get the likes up, okay? All right. So Paula White is Trump's spiritual advisor. Do y'all know? Put a one in the chat if y'all know who she is. Put a one in the chat if y'all know who she is. Put a two in the chat if you don't. Put a one in the chat if y'all know who she is. Put a two in the chat if y'all don't. One or two. One or two. Don't come to me with the bullshit. Talking about some three and no. One or two. Ooh, I shouldn't have cussed. Okay, so a lot of y'all do know who she is. All right. All right. So Paula White Kane is a televangelist and spiritual advisor to Donald Trump. Let me show y'all a picture of her. She's on the thumbnail, but you know, sometimes y'all need to see it to see who she is. So this is who she is. Y'all see? Televangelist. Listen, I grew up in the time where they said the miracle water, you could be healed if you buy the miracle water or whatever. So yeah. Hello. And I didn't go live yesterday because it was thunderstorming, okay? Baby, this is residential. It's seeming like they letting the riffraff over here. You know what I'm saying? She's right here in Tampa, Florida. Her ex-husband was the pastor of Without Walls Church here. Really? I didn't know that, Kay Jones. I didn't know that was her husband. So so as y'all know, she's the spiritual advisor to Donald Trump. She is facing criticism for a video in which she claims supernatural blessings will be released to those who donate to her ministry ahead of the Passover holiday. Baby, what is going on with the good church folk? Okay, let's continue. In the video, titled Passover Season, God's Divine Appointment with You, posted March 23rd on YouTube, White 58 claims that honoring God during Passover, which begins April 12th at sundown, will unlock divine and monetary rewards. I want y'all to know April 12th is also the full moon. Get into it. April 12th is also the full moon. Y'all tapped in? Okay, I just have to let y'all know that. Get the work. Set y'all intentions. I believe that when you honor God on Passover, starting on April 12th at sundown through Good Friday on the 18th and concluding on Easter Sunday, you can receive these 7 supernatural blessings for you and your house, she said, citing Exodus 23. White lists the blessings as God will assign an angel to you. He'll be an enemy to your enemies. He'll give you prosperity. He'll take your sickness away from you. He will give you a long life. He'll bring increase in inheritance, and he'll give a special year of blessing. She emphasized that the act is not transactional. You're not doing this to get something, but you're doing it to honor God, realizing that you can receive from your special Passover offering of $1,000. What is going on with the girls? $1,000, baby. $1,000. or more as the Holy Spirit leads you. So she's not even starting with the $20 and the $100 like Mr. Marvin Sapp. She said $1,000. I need one stack for Jesus, one stack for God, one stack for the resurrection, honey. That's all I'm seeing. For $125, donors are offered an olive wood communion set from the Holy Land, including unleavened bread and grape juice from the Holy Land. Donors who give 1,000 or more are also promised a beautiful 10-inch Waterford crystal cross as part of the deal. Baby, I think I'm in the wrong business. Because what? Baby, that's a televangelist for you. Because sow a seed of $1,000. Baby, are y'all doing it? A spokesperson for Paula White Ministries told CP on Wednesday, this story is a deceptive smear. Pastor White specifically says in a very same video, you're not doing this to get something. Baby, then y'all don't need to give $1,000. I'm sorry. Why are you talking about the good Passover? Child, the girls don't know when to stop. Another one. Listen, don't get mad at me. My pastor ain't on TV. He ain't on the YouTube. My pastor ain't doing none of this. He's not closing the doors, saying close the doors. He's not doing none of it. Do you understand me? He's not doing none of it. So let's get into Marvin Sapp.
That is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. Actually, $20 is a lot of money.
And I was like, and he said the people at the top had to pay $100. Let me see if that's still up there.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
The cost.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Baby, if they would have kept saying close the doors, I would have got up because I would have been scared. Because what exactly are you doing? Listen, I grew up when the girls were listening to the evangelists and the pastors, and they was dying. Y'all think Jim Jones was the only one. He was one of the few that they publicized. It was a lot more than them. DOA. And then the people who escaped, he sent people to go check them out. That is, baby, no. I would have been like, The moment they would have said close the door, I would have been like, I have to go to the bathroom. I would have excused myself and never came back. I'm sorry. I don't like nothing like that. My survival instincts won't allow me to just sit there and just allow someone to take me out. I just can't do it. So it says response. Let's add context to the clip on social media. Recently, a clip has gone viral of me challenging 2,000 individuals, virtually and in person, to plant a seed of $20 during an international gathering held at a convention center. Now, mind you, the reading rainbow, butterflies in the sky, twice as high. This is Marvin Sapp. Okay? With over 4,000 people in attendance that evening, plus virtual viewers. In the same moment, I also challenged leadership to lead by example by sowing $100. That evening, I personally gave much more. It doesn't matter because you said you got to pay to be up here. He said you got to pay to be up here. Now, the video is up. Y'all can go check it out. I have it still up. Some have taken issue with the particular moment when I instructed the ushers rather firmly to close the doors during the offering. To those unfamiliar with the church context, or who may not regularly attend worship gatherings, this has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage as well as offensive. That was never my intent. Now, I will tell y'all the church will probably be packed after these because he done went viral. Me personally, I've been in church. Nobody's ever said close the doors. I've never heard that. I got to go ask my grandpa and my aunties and them. I'm talking about my great aunts. Do they be closing the door during the passing of the offering? I just want to know. Because he said, I want to see the people come up. Like, why do you need to see me? We can't just pass the plate around. Like good Christians. I don't know. Something about that was real shaky to me. I don't know. The truth is, when finances are being received in any worship gathering, it is one of the most vulnerable and exposed times for both the finance and security teams. Movement during this sacred exchange can be distracting at times, even risky. My directive was not about control. It was about creating a safe, focused, and reverent environment for those choosing to give and those handling the resources. I feel he has a good PR because I don't really know. I'm just gonna believe him, but deep in my soul, that whole close the doors. If y'all ain't never closed the doors before for the tithe and the offering, I don't know. It's giving. Y'all remember that movie First Sunday with Ice Cube in it? What's he think? The people gonna rob during the passing of the plate? I don't know, baby. I don't know, child. This is why I stick to the rivers and the lakes like I need to. Unfortunately, in social media age, snippets are easily shared without context and assumptions are quickly made without understanding the full picture. Conferences have budgets, churches have budgets, and people have budgets. As the assigned ministerial gift for this international gathering, one of my responsibilities was to help raise the conference budget. That's not manipulation, it's stewardship. In Chronicles 29, we find a powerful moment where David, preparing for the building of the temple, challenges the people to give. He starts by giving his own treasure over and above and what he already set aside. Then he calls on the leaders to do the same. What happened next? The people gave willingly and generously. In fact, they gave so much that a record was kept of each gift, and ultimately David had to tell the people to stop giving because the need had been exceeded. Was the need exceeded here at this church during this conference? I mean, he's saying all this, but I just want to know for my own clarity, since I delivered the story to y'all, Bay Squad, because I was with Juice. Juice was over there breaking it down financially. She has a degree in finance. I have a degree in business, and with the emphasis on marketing. It's given very much... It's given very much, I don't know. I don't want to say it because, baby, the girls done dragged me to the... The Bible says they gave gold, silver, bronze, iron, and precious stones. Specific amounts were recorded not because God needed their money, but because the people needed to show their commitment to the vision and because stewardship demands accountability. So when someone challenges people to give a specific amount, it's not unbiblical. It's not manipulation. It is in order. It is consistent with scripture. Okay. But here's the tension. People traditions often conflict with biblical truth. That's why Jesus himself said the traditions of men make the word of God of no effect. Mark 7:13. Baby, he came ready. Juice, I hope you talk about this part too, because I just need to hear it from somebody who know the word inside out. I'm not saying I don't know the word, but I love how she broke it down. You too, Auntie Sinitra. I need my God-fearing women who are in the word to break it down in layman terms for me. Because what is he saying? I don't want to confuse the girls. So yes, you saw a moment, but I invite you to understand the movement behind it. I felt it was necessary to provide context to this clip, and I hope you'll share this explanation with the same passion and speed that the original clip was shared. Honor, clarity, and truth are what I owe the people, and I'll always provide just that. Child, he wrote a soliloquy, okay? Listen, I don't know what's going on with the good Christians. I told y'all that. Honestly and truly, $20 is not a lot of money to me, okay? I'll never forget, I forgot to get cash one time, and this woman gave me money to put in there because I just didn't have no cash. I made sure my niece and nephew had cash because they was in Sunday school, but I didn't have no cash. So she was like, here, baby, because I was just going to stay, seated. She's like, mm-mm. And so I brought back double that so I could give it back to her so she could spread it to someone else. She just seemed like that type, that good church mother. So when I see stuff like this, I don't know. To me, the part that got me, it wasn't even the sowing of the seed. It wasn't so much of it costs to be up here, because I feel like that could be misinterpreted and misconstrued. It was the closing of the doors. Why do we have to close the doors? And what is the money? What is the money for? Hey, Hassan, what's going on? What is the money for? I thought when you raise church funds for any type of conference or something, the money is raised prior to you going. Yes or no? Am I confused? I don't know. I just did like that close the door. That threw me off. I was like, ooh, hell no. Heck, should it so? Okay, no. Absolutely not. But I don't know. Not kidnapping. Ooh. Not kidnapping. Ooh. What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Ooh. Kidnap, y'all. I know somebody said they met him personally and he is very arrogant, and what y'all saw is exactly who he is. I don't know. I've never met Marvin Sapp. Never. Mr. Never would have made it. Never met him. You know what I'm saying? So, I just, the Christians is out of control. The Christians is out of control. The good Christians is out of control, because I would have been like, close the door. Y'all be thinking, I would have called Mama Bay immediately. Girl, they telling us they trying to close the doors on us. What they doing up in here? I done seen too many movies. I done seen too many documentaries. It's a no. The music is getting deleted on the library. No, man. Oh, you're deleting the music? Oh my God. Y'all deleting the music? I do like Never Would Have Made It. I like that. That is a part of my gospel playlist. I loved his story. I loved his testimony. I loved how he talked about his wife. Do y'all think this is the effects of him riding the ski slopes? Because remember, he told us about that too. He said he used to do the slopes, honey, and was singing all that beautiful Christian music. Baby, the girls be having a testimony, honey. I don't know. Before churches, it was war with all the nations and to remain holy at the priests, Nazarites, and Levites could, I don't know. Look, okay. Look, moving on, let's get into Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion versus Milagro. I've been telling y'all, let's read the article, because the girls ain't gonna believe anything. Y'all be believing Milagro, and Milagro be out here spinning the truth, honey, because, she should have just followed through, but she didn't want to follow through. Let's get into it. Meg the Stallion, hot girl Meg, Miss Savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. Okay. Baby, and I heard nothing but great things about that tequila. I want to try it. I want to try it out. Megan, send me a shot, honey. Honey. So Meg the Stallion, shout out to Megan Cuniff. Megan Cuniff is the one who put it out there that Meg the Stallion is winning right now because Milagro tried to get a 60-day extension and the court said no. The court said no. always feel bad for Milagro because this could have been avoided, right? She says this has everything to do with free speech. I disagree. I humbly disagree, and I disagree for a plethora of reasons. The things you did and the amount of dirt they have on you signifies you did more than just talk about her. They're arranging for Tory to give his statement while he's in prison, and he's doing it. I said from the beginning, Tory Lanez was going to throw you under the bus because he threw Botch Booty Kelsey under the bus. I told you to get offline and do not talk about the case. You said you could do whatever you want, and now you asking for extensions, and the court is saying no. It's sad. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Did you really believe these people were going to help you? A lot of these people wanted you around so they could get rid of you. They wanted to use you for your light, and you allowed it. You used to have a pivotal platform. You used to be the girl of the streets. Now people are... I've been siding you when, and it was a few years ago before the trial started. I said it's weird. It's coming across obsessive. And a lot of the mob was angry. They was mad. They were like, you hate it. You wish you was Milagro. I don't want to be nobody on Beyonce's internet or on God's green earth besides myself. I'm okay with not being tied into the celebrities because look what being tied into the celebrities has done. Where is her support? Where is the outpour? You know, they was kissing her ass and bowing at her feet when she was giving Megan a run for her money, and Megan was just taking it. And now that Megan is winning financially and legally, Milagro is left by herself. And this is why I say, if you don't put yourself first, you'll always be last. It's unfortunate and it's sad. This has nothing to do with free speech. They're trying to deplatform you. And I've been saying that from the beginning. And every time I read what they're doing, it's given they want you up off this hole. Do y'all really believe Milagro wants to be off the internet? I'll let that sizzle in your spirit. You be trying to help the girls, they just don't listen, child. They never want to listen to me, and that's fine. That's fine. But you see, I'm not over here going, aha, you were sued, aha. No, I don't want none of us to get sued. None of us, because we're the trailblazers. We're the blueprint. These hoes can't move without us. And when I say these hoes, I'm talking about mainstream media. Mainstream media searches through the interwebs looking for talking points. The A&Rs, the PRs, the executives, they are searching, looking through, and no, just so they can build around that, use that, right? From the beginning, I said, Tory, Megan, Kelsey, they're all lying to protect somebody. Who is the somebody? Kylie Jenner. I stand on that. I said that in the beginning. I said it in the beginning when that original report was put out there, and now it's scrubbed from the internet. I was in Asia when they was in the pool being thotty bodies. I was in Asia when that live was going on. I remember very well. There was no animosity. It was given, everybody was having a good time. There was no argument. They did not leave because of argument. They argued in the car. They was leaving because it was time to go. Travis was coming home. See, what the girlies don't know was Kylie and Travis were still together, but she was outside with the knuckles. She was outside with the knuckles, okay? They're not about to put Kylie's tea all up and through these streets. Hello, are you crazy? Alex Shapiro is on Kylie's payroll too. See, y'all didn't know anything about that Quinn Emanuel bag. You gotta start listening, you gotta start looking. She didn't even have to testify. She didn't even have to testify. Baby, they was gonna go have them a little throuple or something, let me tell it. And it went wrong because there was an argument. I do believe the argument was about, I'm a bigger star. I don't need you. I definitely believe that was that going on. If you listen to the prison call, he's apologizing. Please tell her I'm sorry. He was searching. He wanted to know where Megan was at. And Botch Booty Kelsey was like, I don't know. You know, it's hot. I don't have all the information. Come on now. Tory Lanez had a fight with Travis years ago. Yes, after the incident. After the incident, pulled up with the blicky. Pulled up with the blicky. Y'all don't, but y'all want to believe that Botch Booty Kelsey did it? He went on Twitter and said Kelsey didn't do it. He made a song talking about Kylie looks like a baby in the manger and all this other stuff. He was going based off of what y'all said because y'all are so goofy. Y'all can't believe that women will sleep with men and go about their business. Y'all can't believe that. Y'all can't fathom that. I don't know why. Sex and the City was a real clear depiction about what women could do. Girlfriend's real clear depiction about what women could do. Wait Until Exhale, real clear depiction. But y'all believe Megan was caught up on a Tory. She didn't care. She didn't care. She didn't care. She liked him. He was flying her out on trips. She didn't care. So I don't understand why y'all be like, oh, she was so in love with Tory. She wasn't in love with no Tory. Are y'all slow? Are you? She's so in love with Tory, but Tory was just in New York with an IG baddie. They knew what it was. It was nothing. He was mad. So I'm just like, child, the girls just be doing everything. Every and anything. And now poor Milagro is out here having to fight this court battle and they want to take her off of the internet. And I want the mob to understand this. Go read it for yourself. They want to take her off the internet. If they get cyber stalking, that means no platform. That means no Instagram, no Twitter, no Twitch, no Rumble, no YouTube, no X, no Meta, no nothing. No nothing. And y'all just, oh, I don't know. Child, y'all see what happens? I'm going to have to tell AT2. AT2, ever since we became friends, the trolls have been trolling harder. The girls be spending their good money to send over a troll farm, and thank God we don't pay attention to them beasts of no nation, because we're done. She can't be on no social media. If she has a cyber stalking, she's not allowed to use it. Look it up. Look up the ramifications. And they're in Florida too. Look it up. Y'all just be sitting up here like, maybe if Tasha K says it, y'all listen. Maybe if Impressive says it, you will listen. Maybe if Jay Nolan says it, you'll listen. Because when people like myself, Nani, 8C2, Jovi, we give y'all that, y'all be like blind, deaf, and dumb. I get, okay. Milagro, you need to go get in some body of water ASAP. Not that tub water either. You need to go get in some water. Because they on your ass. They've been on your ass for a minute. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Deer in the headlights. They're in the headlines, and it's sad. What do you need a continuance for? I thought you said countersuit was going to go crazy, thrown out. Baby, the moment that was thrown out, y'all should have re-strategized. But I told you, when you was out here going line by line of that lawsuit, I said, don't do it, Milagro. And the girl said I was stupid and I didn't know what I was talking about. And now they're about to take everything you worked hard for. And that's sad. That's sad because people aren't going to feel bad for you because that's a black woman coming for you. And they feel like you anti-black women anyways. I'm just telling you what it is. Hell, at least when B. Scott got sued, he wasn't deplatformed. Tasha wasn't deplatformed. I Am Perez wasn't deplatformed. Who else? Somebody else that was. Wendy Williams wasn't deplatformed. Hell, the National Enquirer wasn't even deplatformed. And I'm trying to see who's getting that vote. The vote has the secrets. But what are your thoughts on this, Bae Squad? Let me play this quick clip for y'all. It's an old school clip. Do I have time? I have a little bit of time. Let me play it for y'all. I told y'all every Thursday I'm going to do a Throwback Thursday for y'all. Hold on. Holla. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
They need to sweep these meats because it's all circumstantial evidence. And the next thing is this. Everybody was down and everything was cool with DMS before they got busted. Everybody wanted to be down with the plan until they got busted. And then when it went sideways, didn't nobody want to fly the flag no more. Am I lying or telling the truth?
I think it's because they ain't want to go to jail, though.
Yeah, but they was down when the party was going on. And everybody was throwing money in the club. Everybody was still down. So you got to be down in the good time and the bad time. When I went to prison, one stayed down with me in the bad time. So when your time to go to prison, you got to stay down in the bad time and the good time. If you was black mouth and family in the street, when they was spending all that money in the strip club, you need to be black mouth and family right now when everybody's getting indicted. And let me say it again. If I was going to diss somebody, I'm going to say their name to their face and I'm fight go with that. So now, I ain't diss Young Jeezy, because Young Jeezy ain't the only one spitting face up fight. I'm dissing everybody lying about the drugs and ain't touched a lab foot.
All right, so what do you, by you saying that, what do you think needs to be done?
This is what I think needs to be done, man. Come on, man. At the end of these records we listen to, we don't get nothing out of them no more, man. We don't get no social commentary. We ain't getting no kind of knowledge out these records. Everybody just talk about how many chains they got on and how much dope they sold. But the truth of the matter is this, I don't believe you, because I know you do, and I know you didn't sell no dope. And the next thing is this. Say, man, I'm from Texas, man. I'm from the game. Them prices that them boys talking about, man, them boys ain't got no prices like that, no Atlanta. And if you do, right now, right somewhere where my people at, we're buying and pushing down the toilet. We don't support drugs. But show it to me, man, because I know where it on backpack. I know where they passed their rolled up the Timberland boots in 1998, and they acting like they some big time drug dealers. Okay?
Okay.
So right now, that's what I'm telling you. Y'all want to get mad at the pimp. Don't get mad at the bun, and don't put the UGK on. Get mad at the pimp. This my thing. This me. I'm talking. I'm a man. And I'll stand up. And let me say this while I'm at it. All the people that was talking about they want to kill 56, want to do all that shit, man. Hey, man, when somebody really wants something to happen to you, it's going to happen to you whether you want it to or not. And I just saw 50 Cent walk off the stage at the BET Awards with no bodyguard, right in front of all the dudes that were talking about they was gonna slap him when they saw him. And I ain't seen nothing happen to him.
So basically, you just calling the game real fake, and you saying that the music need to go back to some real lyrics. And
this the next thing, man. Anytime an artist in Atlanta makes pop music and get on the record, they need to shout out to 36 Mafia, because y'all know that's where that music started at, man. And y'all know for a fact that UGK started the word trill. Y'all know this, man. Y'all know we started this here.
everybody in the
Ooh, baby, that was Pimp C. That was our good old Throwback Thursday. He was coming for everybody. But what are your thoughts on this Face Squad? What are your opinions? Shout out to Pimp C. Shout out to his widow. I heard she watches me sometimes. So I'm like, ain't no Tommy Hilfiger, okay? But yes, I love it. And on that note, what are your thoughts, Face Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye.